Did you do it?
Uh-huh.
We did it. Hey guys, what are you doing? Me? Nothing much. Just hanging out, sitting around hating you. Hating you, hate me. We're all full of hate. Let me get this light to not be in my face and weird.
I love this comment from Bryony. Hello, can't say good morning. Time jump is torture, biologically indefensible.
Yeah, I woke up.
She refuses.
I looked at my watch.
SIBO dream, remember?
And my watch says 4:30. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm sleeping in. It's 4:36. Got up, made my coffee, woke C-Dub up. And then I look at the time, and the time on the oven says 3:36. And I'm like, what a moron. Time changed out from under me. But I wake up like a crazy person at those times without alarm clocks all the time. So that's what's up. You like that? That's what's up. So what I'm looking around for is something. Some people call it coffee. So I don't want to do that espresso again because it almost exploded my heart last week. So I'm going to disappear for a minute. She's going to be awkward. I'm going to grab coffee.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm going to get coffee.
Oh my gosh. You're so unprepared.
Every day.
Oh my goodness.
That's what we do, man.
I don't have the giveaway set up, which is what I normally do with y'all whenever he leaves.
Tell them why, though.
Oh,
Tell
I do have something I can tell y'all. I just finished editing
8,000 different
the video
that you guys
from
have sent in.
Umberto's Italian expert friend that is a great knife fighter.
What's this black rifle?
For the adversary. I'm going to do a giveaway on that.
Try that.
It's not going to release until tomorrow.
Cool.
So y'all keep an eye
Brutal
on
Awakening.
tomorrow.
Right on.
Go comment on it and you can be entered into a giveaway.
I was talking to him while we were in there.
Oh, you were?
What?
Oh my gosh, I was talking too.
It's okay. We can talk over each other. I just was in the fridge.
Oh my gosh, how awful was that, y'all?
Pretty bad, probably. Like, oh my God.
I was talking to him too.
Well, you know, I narrate my entire life.
We're the best. We are so awesome.
Look, at least you know it's not artificially intelligent because we're not even intelligent.
I'm going to listen to that and cringe. I was like talking to him the whole time.
I was talking about the coffee that I was looking at because I narrate my entire life. It's pretty normal, though,
Why
right?
did you do that, honey? I was talking to him.
I always do that. You just don't know that. Even when I go to the truck and get stuff out of the truck.
Did y'all hear anything I said?
Probably not.
I was telling him about the adversary giveaway.
Oh, and I'm over here talking about, look at all these different coffees. Let's pick one. We have a visitor.
That's the worst of. Okay. For all of y'all that know my dad, we're going to do a little impromptu something for him right now. We're calling him on the phone.
Oh, you're doing it on the phone. Wow, yeah. This is all kind of special.
Today's his birthday.
Let's hope they answer.
Yeah, probably not. I thought we were going to do it live on the live. But,
this is the live.
But I thought you meant like on the video.
Oh, no, I don't know how to.
Hello? Yeah, see?
Oh, turn your TV down.
Can't hear you.
Turn your TV down. They can hear it.
Yep. I'm making coffee. Okay.
Good morning.
Morning. I don't know if you knew this, but it's your birthday. I'm going to make coffee and we're going to sing. Are you ready, children out there? Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Daddy.
Payway. Horrible singing for you.
Daddy.
All right, live.
Hey, they all love you. They all have DP1s.
For the middle.
Oh, I love y'all. Thank you so much.
All right, guys.
You're doing okay.
I'm doing fine. I'm laying here in the bed watching you all.
Okay.
We lied
and
to
a lot
everyone.
of the people are saying happy birthday and that they were singing too.
Yes.
You are?
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
I had a lighter.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. I appreciate your birthday wishes and good measures.
And they love your DP1. They love your little knife.
Where's?
And thank you for the liking the knife. I love that knife. Ken is really a good man.
Nah. I just play one on TV.
So is Suzanne. They help us so much.
Matt McCann said it's National DP1 Day.
Nice.
Okay,
right.
We'll call you later, Daddy.
Bye. Watch the
Love
craziness.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
I can't hear over this jet oil. I just heard
Y'all
noises.
are officially part of our family.
Don't you feel like that anyway? I can't believe AI made that seem so real.
Oh, normality is rebellion. Do you guys still like the FLN? You never talk about it. One on the way. Can't wait. Yes, we love it.
Yeah,
love the
we
FLN.
talk about what people ask us to talk about. You know what I mean? Like that we get pulled in a million directions, and I have no attention span. So I'm like, well, okay. Hey, so the usual.
What?
No cups.
What's that? Is that one clean or dirty?
I doubt it. I'm sure it's full of. Oh, cool. I'm gonna go.
Thank y'all for. Don't talk to him this time.
I'm not talking to you this time.
Did y'all hear me last time talking about the adversary video? I'm gonna kill him if he's talking to you. So, giveaway on the adversary. You can watch the video tomorrow. It's the Italian friend of Umberto doing a knife test, and we're gonna give one away. Tomorrow at 11, I'm gonna release the video. Were you talking to him?
I whispered, no talking.
Okay.
I did
I don't know, I
stuff.
probably just repeated that twice.
It's okay. It's all right. Everybody knows that we're mostly
Matthew
insane.
Latiziano said my FLN 2.0 is IWB as we speak.
Look, man, that thing is wicked. Uh-oh. Are we out of fuel? I think we're out of gas. Hopefully it's hot enough. It's steaming. Let's just roll with it.
Ryan Henley said that the FLN 2.0 is an amazing blade. I carry it daily. Yeah, Tim loves it. We just have a lot of blades, so maybe we don't talk about all of them.
I'm currently carrying the
Oops.
adversary. What'd you do?
2 comments at once. And Matt McCann says, I talk to you guys more than my own family.
Hey, same goes, bro. I'll talk to you guys more than my own family. I like you guys better, to be honest. I always secretly hope that my own family watches. It's like, oh my God, it's so rude. Yes. I cannot be the only person in the world that has the frequent thought of, you guys made my life hell.
Ooh, TK32 said I got the titanium deadbolt. It's really a cool piece.
Right? Is it not? It's really freaking rad. Some people, we had somebody that was upset with the bronze one looking like it was hand done. All right, cool. Give me a refund. Like, you realize that those are limited production and we only made a handful.
But what was it? It was just because you chose to not like.
Right. Inside the
off the
nose
inside.
piece, I like the fact that this looks like it's 100 years old when you get it. So I didn't have the guys at Firebird highly buff the inside of the nose because, I mean, it needs to look antique, but they don't like that at all. Okay, whatever. Everybody else loves it. So I guess, yeah, party of one, ding, 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 send it back. Good with me.
We're already getting questions about the folders, and we do have updates
Oh,
on
yeah,
the folders.
the box is right there. I'm not going far away, just a few feet. Plastic water.
Barbarian Brawny said bronze ones are the art, titanium are the refined production ones. LOL. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have, yeah. So I have a box here from Vance. In this box, look at this. Adversary, apocalyptic, from the most recent drop. In this box, straight from Colorado, USA. Look. Look. You guys saw me open it. If you saw it,
John Geftos also said he got his titanium deadbolt yesterday. Loves it. Very lightweight, easy to carry. Hey, aren't we going to do some other?
Are you showing me over here?
Yeah.
Look at this. I opened it up. What's in there? Grips. All the grips.
Ready to be assembled.
Yes. All of the frames are in here. I suspect. Yeah, I can feel it. Dang, Vance, it's almost like you packaged these like they were precious. So look. Frames. Lots of frames. So these are the frames. So we'll be putting the frames together. In here is all of the pivots, or these are the thumb studs, skiffs, bearings, more thumb studs. These are the pivots, and then the Omega springs are under there. So the blades are already in the shop. You know what that means? I'm gonna be one busy bastard this week.
Busy? Oops, that's a very ugly floor right there.
It is. It's all right.
There's no table.
Did you
yet.
take it away?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, oh gosh.
Not before they didn't see it.
It's
though.
okay. We're normal people.
Oh,
right?
Sean, were you the one that posted to Instagram? Got my titanium deadbolt anodized one and it turned out awesome. I loved that.
What color did you do yours?
Good. I couldn't tell what color it was.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure if it was purpley.
We have purple coming, and
Come on, Barbarian Brawny, right now. He said, I'm going to start driving now so I can get there by tomorrow and help you put those together.
look, I will take that help straight up. You know, I don't mind interrupting your children's sporting events, apparently. So, you know.
No, he said he wouldn't answer if it was actually an interruption.
Don't do it. Yeah, I don't want to be the enemy of your wives too. All wives that know that you guys that buy more than one knife from me, all of your wives and girlfriends and significant others of wives that buy knives and husbands.
Joshua
They hate me.
Baser said, assemble one right now.
The blades are at the shop.
Oh.
So, no. Sorry, Josh. I mean, I could take mine apart, and we could do it all with the blade if you wanted to. But you have to have a drill chuck. We don't have to, but we use a drill chuck to grab the little top part of the thumb stud, you know, because you can grab it and tighten it down and center it and then put it together. Much faster.
Chad said, I love the titanium, but wish it had the Be Less Dumb on the top.
Now, listen. The only ones that are going to have the Be Less Dumb are going to be the next run of the bronze. Making the sense? Making the sense. That's what's going to happen. So, you know, I want to make each one set different. Aluminum sets are going to be without all the thisness, the Day of the Dead logos. It'll just have teeth. So it'll be a skull for those of you that don't like that look or don't like what that stands for. So aluminum are going to have just teeth. And then bronze are going to have the Be Less Dumb and the USA stuff on the inside of the eyeballs there. Because it's a lot easier to cast that in than it is to machine that in on a secondary. Because, you know, this is one axis. You just do this, flip it, that's the other one. But if you want to do this, and then this, and then the TKel on the bottom, that is a whole lot of money you guys wouldn't want to pay for. But that's much easier to cast that. So
here's his anodized.
Yeah, that's like a
purple. It's purple.
Purpley purple. We got some purple coming, but they're a lot more Eastery than yours turned out. So I'm going to send them to you to anodize next time.
Do you want to show that?
No,
Why
just
not?
kidding.
People might want to see it.
Man, that's pretty rad, actually. That's really rad.
And if you swipe, it shows what it looked like before. He just had regular titanium.
There's some of these left, actually. Man, that's really cool. That freaking... Hey, you could probably make money doing that for people.
Yeah, it looks nice. And he said it kind of, because it's kind of two-tone because it goes into the groove.
Right. It made it look cool. It's like antique. That's cool. Do you do that professionally? Because maybe I'll just get them all not anodized by these other people. And
Yeah. Was that a one-time only thing?
probably. I think it's kind of involved. Or you got to have a lot of equipment. I don't really know. Never done it myself.
Hey,
But-
John, how are you?
Yeah. Hey, John. John the John.
What's Tim carrying today from Moo Woo?
My adversary. Being very adversarial today. Of course, I'm going to carry the black apocalyptic with the OD green.
Hi, Matthew.
Yeah, so I'm
He said
carrying
it's
this.
just a hobby, so no.
No, don't
offering.
reach out to him on a production level and ask
Yeah, you'll
him to
get
do it for
a
you
million
people.
people asking you to make it.
You probably will now today, especially how rad that looked. But yeah, carrying the adversary. I couldn't decide between the high shine and the apocalyptic, but this OD green and black is what I wear most days, so it's more matchy. So I can say matchy and still
Matchy.
I can be comfortable with myself and say the word matchy. We're gonna do black.
So we sold all the apocalyptic, right? We have a few.
Yeah,
high
they were
shines
quick, which
left.
is interesting because the high shine, especially with the black grips, it looks like a completely different knife. Like it, for some reason, it ends up looking longer. Oops, getting a little too aggressive. Which is
Good
what
morning and one less hour of sleep. Yeah, I'm surprised y'all are here. I really thought
I don't really get
people
much
would
sleep anyway.
Not want to be on here an hour early.
You know, I really forgot how to sleep like years ago. No alarm clocks, psychopathy, waking up at 4, between 4 Well, I guess it's 3:30 to 5 is whatever time my body wakes me up. Yeah, welcome to my hell. Actually, it's not, because that's what started the knife company. I was getting bored and making a whole bunch of noise in the kitchen before I went to the railroad depot to go to work. And C-Dub's like, hey, you're making a lot of noise. Can't you go out in one of your shops and not make all that freaking noise? And I'm like, I sure can. And I was working on a Mauser, and I needed to put a bolt and bend a bolt so it would clear a scope. Made a forge. Got some steel from a dude at the railroad. Bada boom, bada bing, knife company 6 years later.
Paradoxical Charlatan said time isn't real. He's very philosophical.
I don't know. If I have to...
Are you going to make a Super 001?
Yes, we are. We are going to make that. That is going to happen.
Do you want me to put you on camera?
No, because look how crazy it looks right now. I'm working on it. People can just look at my...
Barbarian Brawny said, I need a high shine someday. They look like a fancy knife. Wow, you don't have one?
Weird.
That's crazy.
We'll have to get on.
Clip is such a versatile edge from Rich.
It really is. And I reinforced the tip so it's diamond shaped. There's only a handful of the high shines left, actually. We did 50-50 of those, you know what I'm saying?
Did Tim ever draw up the new agent-like grips for the Piranha, the ones like the Combatant from Matt McCann?
No, not this week.
You drew something. I saw you drawing some extended grip.
I did an extended grip for the Nautilus. I'm just throwing random stuff down here. I think it's good enough.
What is the Super 01? People are asking.
It's on the Ops grip. 01 on the Ops grip. Think about how awesome that will be. That monster. Okay. Oh, I do have a high shine. I just took off the stuff. All right, so you can show over here now, lady.
I got you over here.
Oh, you were doing it and people's watching me set stuff up and shit?
No, I'll just put you just now.
Right on. So this is kind of what I was working on this week, getting the grips lined out for the Cadet. I thought I ordered a ratcheting bit extender for the Dragonfly, but I did not. I ordered some. I need a 1/4-inch hex drive bit extender that ratchets, because I like this one that Raymond Johnson sent me for the Leatherman, but it kind of sits in there and doesn't catch the ball detent. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm working on that, and then we're working on a sheet for that, and then this is kind of the big news story of the day. Look at this thing. So this is it in raw aluminum.
I wish we would have had that for Dante to test.
I know.
Because he was talking about the grip being a little short.
Yeah, and I've always known that. And the existing Combatant extended grip looks...
Love it. I think it needs
like
to
this.
Be like a permanent knife.
Right. So
it just looks like a whole different knife.
So this is the existing Combatant extended grip. I never was super happy about it being preggers in this area, but it was always very comfortable. So I kept this line, right? But then added kind of an agenty sort of a thing.
People are saying 7-Eleven tools have small dope ratchets.
Oh, that will fit in a 1/4-inch drive?
I guess so.
All right, cool. Because I need somebody to partner with so I can include this in some sort of a kit. So now this is what it looks like. So one of the things we did, this was the first prototype, and I felt like it was real heavy in the ass. It is. So it's real heavy back here. So I asked Jeremy if he could pocket it out, and then it was eating the Kydex, so it was chewing it up. So we smoothed this out. We're smoothing this section out so that it goes in and out of the Kydex easier, and it is. The balance point is way better. So it's pretty much right dead center, and it made it a lot faster. But look at that.
I mean, that's like, you know, Combatant and then Combatant XL. You know what
That's
I mean?
what I was going to call it. Like, should we just market it and give you like $15 if you buy it as a set? Because you guys got to understand, when you pocket this, as far as...
Are we going to have any of those in Texas?
It could be possible. Depends on if the freaking people will send Jeremy the material.
And we need something like that on Piranha Worn EDC from Matt.
We could do it. So when I say pocket, what I mean is I wanted to lighten it up. So you guys are just gonna work with me here. So inside of there is your regular adversary and just slides in. But so I asked Jeremy to take as much possible aluminum out of here as he could. So it's pocketed inside.
Can I give away one of our current extended grips
I got one right there.
for people? And I'm talking about for combatant. If you have a combatant or an adversary.
So I went back and had Jeremy take as much of this as he possibly could out.
Hashtag
all the way around.
extended grip. Now this is only going to be, well, I guess we could do an EDC one if you don't have a combatant or an adversary.
Yeah. If you win it, just reach out, whichever one.
We added a few more extended grips to stock also for
the
people
combatant.
that just ordered adversaries.
But it's not going to be this one yet.
No,
So
not that one, y'all. I'm talking about
if you
the
want to
current
wait
one.
for the new one, it depends on material. I don't know. It'd be a pretty tight squeeze to get enough done for Texas. That just, yeah, I don't know. That's going to be really tight. If Jeremy's watching, he's probably screaming like, no, I cannot. But all he's doing now is smoothing this part out. See how we stepped it so you could get more grip? But that was grabbing the Kydex and really making it bite. And it goes in and out better now because it's smooth. But then you'll see right there that it's chewing the Kydex. So we're just going to smooth it up to this first knuckle. You'll still get tons of grip. But, I mean, this thing
Look
is...
at how it fits your hand.
You can't appreciate it until you get it in hand. It is so good. I've got medium, large hands. I can wear medium or large gloves. I mean, mediums can be kind of tight on me. Maybe in here. So, I mean, I'm medium, large. So, I think medium or large.
That. Too much.
Look, it feels as good as it looks, too. So, it works in the existing sheath. Where did my combatant sheath go? I had one.
Did you punch somebody, honey? You must have a sore or something on your hand. Somebody asked who you punched. Oh, you did punch something the other day.
I sure did.
No comment there. It wasn't me though.
It was not.
It was not,
it was
me,
not
so
a somebody.
Don't get your thoughts going there.
That's why she's not on camera. I beat that ass. Just kidding. No, I had some frustrations and I took it out on a wall. You should see the other guy. What a child, though. You know what I mean?
We got some holes in some of our doors. Not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, people are like, you can't be as high strung as me and not be insane. I've never hit my woman, but in all these years since the 6th grade, I've gotten angry at doors. Or just random shit sometimes. And you know what's funny? It's always my fault. Even when it's not, it is.
Angus Neal said, careful, I broke 2 bones in my hand from punching a wall.
Yeah, I didn't this time. I actually have never broken bones in my hand.
Punched the fridge last Christmas, boxer's fracture. Ooh.
Yeah, I know a dude that got in a fight with a Coke machine that didn't give him the right change, and he shattered his hand. He hit it right on the corner. Just absolutely destroyed.
Jeremy said, heard my name. What are you promising I'll do? LOL.
No, they're asking if you can get any of the combatant grips done and to me in time to get anode for Texas. And I don't know. One, our material supplier hates answering the phones, which means he hates money, which in this environment with fuel going up, I would love people to call me more because, stuff's getting more expensive. But hey, apparently he hates money. So I don't know. I mean, I think we'd be lucky to get a final prototype, even a handful back from Jeremy and Anno. You might see one on my hip, but one, I could take this set and have it anode. But
Rod J.N. said, still don't understand what a Super 01 is because I guess we didn't finish that.
I drew it.
You got your book?
Yeah.
ETA on Scouts. We're shipping those soon.
Yeah, we'll be shipping them soon. We're trying to get other stuff out first.
David, any standard adversary sheets available? I need one for my vampire.
Maybe.
Email China. I'm not sure.
The reason,
stock.
I don't know. We may have like 1 or 2, but Let me see if I can find that super.
If new grips are aluminum, then they can be made in purple, yeah? From Matcha.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. So we can anno them and that anno locally. What we're trying to do is really circle the wagons, get stuff as much as we can in this area.
All right, for an extended grip, we could do EDC or a combatant.
In the
slash
G10, not the new one.
G10, not the new one.
The extended grip for the EDC, we're going to probably run a production run on these other ones before we do the new extended for the EDC platform.
All right, good luck, folks.
But I'm going to try to make it similar. Man, I draw a lot of knives. I do, and products. I would love to produce all of them. Woo, that double is.
Nathan
Okay.
Neely Fishing, 8188. Congratulations, you got some extended grips.
Extendos.
I'm not sure of the colors we have in stock. You'll just have to get the one we have. Send us an email.
Okay, so let's talk about this. If you want to.
Yeah, we want to.
All right, you got me over here.
Mm-hmm.
You see these two guys? There they are, laying together on the same bed, right? If you leave them on the same bed for too long, boop, that's what happens. You know what I'm talking about? That's stupid. So that's the Opso one. Look at that. I mean, look at it. So it's on the Ops grip, but an 01. It's huge. I mean, it's freaking massive. And then it next to, look at that. Woo! That's all sorts of nasty. Hey, Jeremy, by the way.
Said pre-order question.
Yeah. That,
Any word on the Tomahawk from Rob Mezzatesta?
no. I mean, that was supposed to come out of Nick's machine shop, and apparently he doesn't like making money as much as Jeremy does. So no, they're both slammed. And then getting steel has been the issue. Again, our material supplier. We would like it. We would like materials. We would like for you to supply us materials so that we can supply you with cash. That would be our best scenario that we can come up with.
Have you had any of your coffee yet?
Yeah, I have. Can't tell. I'm sweating now.
Oh.
My pace of speech picked up and I started going,
M. Gomez said, let's go. That Ops one will be stupid.
Yeah, it'll be nasty. It'll be nasty. So that's going to be, but here's the thing. That same platform, we got to get steel for Ops Hawks, Ops Strikers, Mercenaries, FMFs. That, if we're going to do that, we've got V3 steel. We've got Night Guardian steel.
Oh, I am David said, are we getting the updated 002 this year?
We are, as a matter of fact. I actually got the steel for that. Nick got that this week. I was really shocked by that. So that is going to happen. That is going to happen. So the renderings that I showed you guys of that, I didn't know that they were doing it. So that's good. They gave
Gareth, no, I'm usually the one that handles Instagram, and I've got a message I got to give to Tim.
Yeah.
From him. I told him I had one.
When it's a more technical thing, they come to me. And then I'm like running around like a mad cat all the time that's had its tail stepped on. And I'm hard to get pinned down. Those of you that used to text me and I would answer, it takes like months. I apologize for the company growing and being inundated with millions and millions of messages. I want to text everyone back and email and Instagram and the tubes. But
an Ops 007 would be sweet.
I mean, we have the Ops Hawk already.
Oh yeah, that is kind of similar, just not a thin.
I mean, it's a Tonto.
Mm-hmm.
I think for a thick blade with a big handle, we may need to keep it a bigger, thicker, reinforced tip like this, because this is going to give you a lot more power and ability to drive this into thicker substrates, if you know what I'm saying. And you might suffer some tip damage if you get up at, the 007 is not a Tonto in the performative sense of the word where it's heavy piercer. It's a nasty, wicked slicer. The angle that it is set, that super pointy tip, It's just a wicked cutter. This one, actually, you could drive through car doors and stuff.
Buddy Mersh, how can I get a piranha? We might have.
We have some unreleased piranhas.
Yeah, if you want to email us.
But
I'm not positive on that, but email customer service at TKelknives.com.
yeah, what we're trying to do is get the backlog of stuff out before we do releases of other things, which I think is fair.
Are you going to sell leather cases for the deadbolt? And do you have the black leather knife case that Tactical Tavern said you carried from Walter Street?
1931 is making these. For the deadbolt. What I really love about it is it's got that ghost image in it. But that's what I keep mine in every day because I don't want to toss my phone in my pocket and then get the screen all beat up. So and he actually sent me a package of gift assistants. Let's open those while you're here. Someone else sent some stuff in this week. I'll have to talk about next week because it went to the shop, which is where let me see this. Okay. Wow, what nice penmanship. Cool. I'm going to read this. These were donated by Adam Keevy and me for giveaways from the Michigan boys. Thank you.
Who's the other person?
1931.
Oh, okay. Adam Keevy and me.
And Terry. All right.
Nice.
So let's see what we got. So these are for giveaways. Ooh. Man.
Should we do one right now?
I don't know. What if I want to see it? Just kidding.
Isn't the Nighthawk the same blade, so a more concealable piercer?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. The Nighthawk is designed around piercing. I just want to see something. Oops. What's that? Oh.
Rain Trot, did the Piranha Hades grip make it in yet? I don't know for sure. I know there's a few outstanding piranhas waiting on grips. Did we get any piranha grips in, honey?
I got a box over there. I can open it and see what's in it. It's literally, well, look, was this a guess or it just happened to work? This fits the DP2, which means it'll fit the DP1. Look at the DP2. On DP1's birthday, I'm showing the finished version of the DP2. Look how freaking slicey. I mean, look, this super thin paper. Look at that. Did you see it? It's insane. That was impromptu, but look, this little DP2 with that micro edge and that super high grind, that thing is nasty. I've been keeping it in this, but
yes, the Tonto blade is the Ops Hawk.
Look, man, that fits. It fits in
Ryan
there.
Henley says he carries his piranha in it.
See, it'll work for a piranha.
Are you not wanting me to give one of those away?
What?
They said give them away.
Of course, that's what he sent them for.
I want to keep them.
I mean, I don't want to be greedy.
Which one can I give away?
They said they're giveaways. You want to do one today and one? Look at that with the USA thing on it. That's rad. That one had it too. Man, I love it. So green and or black with green. I mean purple. Gosh, sorry.
Well, I have to specify because we do another giveaway. I'll have to say.
Let them choose the first one.
Okay. We're gonna save one for another week.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
But look, I just want to show you.
I'm going for the purple.
Look. Show me on the main screen. You got me on the main screen?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. I just want to show you something. I just pulled this out of my pocket. What's that? That's mine that I carry every single day. Red and black. It was built to match the Nuge red edition, but I did notice that it fits regular. So if I keep this in my pocket, it fits. See, look.
So for
That's
somebody
DP2,
that enters
DP1.
into this giveaway, you're going to need to have one of the knives that it'll fit, right? Because it wouldn't.
So, was it Ryan?
Yeah, he said he uses the piranha in there.
Okay, so he puts the piranha in it, which works.
DP1, right? Or another.
DP1, it'll fit DP2. I haven't tried anything else. I didn't even think to try to put the piranha in there, and he did. So, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I love the stuff.
Leather. For
Which one did they choose? Or are you gonna let the person choose who wins?
That's what you said to do.
How about the purple one?
Okay, purple one.
Because I think I broke the snap on the green one.
Oh my gosh. How'd you do that so fast?
I don't know. I'm dumb. See? I broke it. I don't think I actually did that. I think I think the rivet broke.
You can fix that. Hey, do it on camera.
Well, I mean, I can't fix the rivet. It broke.
Oh,
See, the head
it's like
broke.
show off the dragonfly, whatever you're.
I mean, I use the Dragonfly for everything. I was actually working on. Yeah, I got this button, the snap off. Well, I don't know. But anyway, maybe 1931 could tell me, or I could send it back and they could fix it. Oh, oops. So purple it is. Sorry, I broke my new toys. I'm so bad at life.
Jeremy, I think was his name, asked about TKel Tactical Update.
I don't even. I mean, from what I can tell, that they've ghosted me. Maybe they got too busy. I don't really know. I mean, I used to send them emails like, hey guys, if you don't want to do the project, just let me know. And then they would say, no, we absolutely want to do the project. But I haven't heard anything in months. That was November. And I was looking at doing like a January launch for the P365 module. And that obviously didn't happen. So that's the same for that and the roller delay, TKel Tactical roller delay.
Also, the folder. We're waiting on the mercenary folder for.
Yeah, well, that's never going to happen. I'm pretty sure they went out of business too. I don't know. Like, look, guys, freaking manufacturing in the States is very, very, very difficult. It's just hard because it's expensive to do stuff in the States. The biggest driver of that is we pay people in the United States a lot more than they pay in other countries. So when I pay each employee that's in this chain, whether they're melting steel or shipping it or selling it or making anything, every step gets somebody that's paid 15 to 20 bucks an hour, right? Because it's a skilled trade. When you're talking $3, actually $9 an hour is like the high level, like engineering pay in China. I think that's
probably do, Ryan, if you want to email China.
So shit's expensive, right?
Kill knives.
And then there's a lot of people that aren't as passionate about US made stuff as me. And they're like, hey, I can get a super good quality folder made in China. And they do it. And there's no debating that it's a good quality. But if you want to protect your supply lines or your neighbor to have a job and not come over and steal your beans and rice, then you invest in American manufacturing. So then they don't get a bunch of customers because there's people across the world that are cheaper and they got a business, which sucks. I mean, it sucks. But
yeah, if we were making like Chinese knives, we could be releasing a lot more stuff.
A lot faster. I mean, look.
Because like people are always asking, we get a lot of, because Melissa's so popular, we get a lot of people all the time like, when are you releasing the Warren EDC? And I'm just like, it's because it's American made. It's going to take a long time. They're expecting it to be. Yeah. Because it's Melissa, like we're going to just pump out all these knives all the time.
Yeah, we're a medium-sized company, so what's a boy to do in such a situation? I mean, look, I got 41, close to 43 soon models of blades that I've released since the inception of the company 6 years ago. Plus tools.
That's how y'all know we're for real. Because our stuff takes so
long. I know, right? Yeah. I mean, look, Jeremy and I were complaining about
TKel Knives membership,
getting his material. He's trying to give this dude real American dollars to get the aluminum to make the stuff. And he's like, I left him a message again. So he'll have to go elsewhere and get it. It'd be nice to be able to just drive up the street and get the aluminum to make the grips, and he would have already had a few handfuls of sets made. And this is why I have a shooting range on the property. I actually have a friend who owns an excavation company who likes knives. So I go, hey, dude.
My mom said they had better not come for my beans and rice.
Look, they fall under me for protection. Y'all should have heard the noises coming off my shooting range yesterday. They were going real fast, if you know what I'm saying. Like, real fast. And suppressed. So you won't even know. You go try to take that lady's beans or rice, you taking a dirt nap. What happened?
Dead Reckon out of Grove City, Ohio is a fantastic US folder. I think they work with OEM.
Yeah, I heard that after I went with Rickman, but they're all expensive, every one of them. So then, like me with the now Vance is in America, and we're using all American stuff in Colorado, but I didn't commission him to do the first one. I commissioned him to do the combatant one 3 years later, and we're already in production, and then I have the rest of them in that box. So
Hunter said a few people requesting titanium grips.
yeah, I mean, Jeremy's on here. Have you ever machined titanium? I mean, I know people do it. They're freaking expensive.
No, Vinny was not part of the range day. I saw Vinny had went to the range, but I guess he went with some friends. We've never shot with Vinny before. We
used to do employee range days here when the shop was 2 doors up the road. It was a lot easier. You know, things were getting stressful, and I'm like, all right, and CW, like, hey, let's grill out, tell the guys to come down, go to the range. That was 2 doors down the road, right? I mean, I walked to work, literally, 600 feet. That's no problem. But now, we were renting the house. We live in the country. I'm not shooting in a freaking industrial area. But since Vinny has started, we got the new shop, which is 5 miles away. It's a lot more of a production for me to leave, them to leave, to get everything set up. And we just haven't done it.
Lewis says tooling for titanium can get expensive.
Yeah, tooling is your biggest cost in machining
Jeremy
anyway.
said lots of it for the space station.
Which means y'all finna pay space money. If you want Jeremy to do it, you better pull out that NASA roll of cash. Bam! JS. So yeah, we can do it. You want to pay for it. You heard it here first. Jeremy's gonna make that.
JS is also his initials.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not telling you his last name.
JS.
JS.
And JS.
Just saying, Jeremy S.
Hunter said, I'm sure there's some people that would pay NASA money for it.
Some people that would pay NASA money for it.
All right, good luck, folks. Let's give away this. Is it 1931? 1931?
Yeah.
I always want to say 1911.
Because you're married to me. Ta-da! These are not AI generated. Those are actually all pistols. But I will tell you.
Yeah.
I was running my
Mike Hauser 7587. Mike, do you have a small TKel knife that this will fit in?
I would suspect so.
Congratulations.
Shrimp or fries, deviled egg, by the way. Maybe I should investigate this.
What?
I had a couple of alerts at the shop. So I need to check that out.
We got some
ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah. How big is
that? Was a bird. And he circled the building, apparently. So there you go. No one's breaking into the TKel headquarters. It's only 5 miles away. I could get there quick enough. I was going to one night in the middle of the night. I grabbed my stuff and I was ready. And Cita's like, do not go over there. What if they come after you? I'm like, I will shoot them. And she's like, exactly. She made me call the police. Like, you know, that's their job and stuff, whatever. Mm-hmm. What were you saying to me, C-Dub?
I don't remember.
I don't either. Wasn't important, obviously. But yeah, I was, if you look in this direction, there's a 300 blackout folding stock, MCX Rattler. And I was experimenting with getting high cyclic rate with a can, but your back pressure is a big deal. You've got two settings on the MCX, normal and adverse. Less gas, more gas. So it wasn't one to run, and I bought a flow-through end cap for the CGS Hyperion, which is good because an MCX or the Rattler runs really gassy anyway. And I put that flow-through from CGS on that can. Not only is it hearing safe, that thing runs like a freaking zipper. And it's 30 cal.
Is it full Mecha Fox or full Mecha Fox? I don't know. Hi there, TKel crew. Any updates on Guardian 2.0 shipping? We've been shipping a ton of those. Could be just the order or grip. Yeah.
So we used to do like, all right, so we sold V3s on April the 1st. And we sold Guardian 2.0s on April the 15th. So we would ship all all of the V3s because they were first in. But they're only 2 weeks apart. So instead of shipping as many as we could for 2 weeks and then starting shipping both those and Guardian 2.0s in the order received, we started doing a round robin. Everything that released around the same time, we do 25, 25, 25, 25. Grab 25 because people were like, I ordered 3 knives on the drop. I ordered a Guardian 2.0, a Striker, and a Raider. And I got my freaking Guardian 2.0 2.5 months before I got my Raider, and then another 2.5 months before I got my Striker. So instead of doing that, we started shipping round robin style. And the way Jeremy machines those knives now is like one of each of a handful of models comes off at the same time in that particular instance, right? So he's not running all Raiders, then all Striker. You know what I'm saying?
CW, what would it take for me to get one of the fully gemmed Visceras that's just laying around, and would that fit in the wallet? Do we have any of those just laying around?
We have a bunch just laying around.
We do? I thought we only had like 2 or 3 prototypes.
No, I got 10 black and 10.
Really?
Yeah, and stainless, but I guard them with my life.
Why?
Because nobody liked them enough for me to release them.
Well, we could sell them.
I thought I had one here, but
Fish Ranch,
they may all be
China Rocks. Thank you.
at the shop.
Update on Dragonfly drop.
Yes, if I don't hear anything back from the polenta, if I don't hear anything back from the grits, also known as Italian polenta or American polenta, whatever, this week I may just do the drop. I don't like being held up on my production stuff, especially when I'm ready to go. So maybe I should just be a little bit more like, hey, how you doing? You're going to do it? You're not going to do it? You're not doing it. Do it? Not do it. You do it? And if they're going to do it, then you do it. Okay? Because they're done. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're obviously interested because they've done
Yeah, I
piece of
mean,
the
I've seen
puzzle.
videos of the prototype sheath, so they're gonna do it. I'm just basically talking
But
shit.
I agree.
I'm just
yeah.
talking. I'm just saying things that I don't really mean.
TW DeLong needs at least 3 dragonflies, and then Hunter said, "I still want the skeleton raider." LOL.
Oh man, I got one up there. Woo! Look at that guy.
Matt, we're talking about the dragonflies.
Oh, look at this.
Jason Small, I guard them with my life. Can't find them. Haha.
Yeah, they're so well guarded that I don't know where I've hidden them from me. There's a bunch of them at the shop. They're sitting on a little desk.
Ike Momanium, what finishes the lightning look? It's actually a laser finish.
So it's nickel boron apocalyptic, and we laser away the black, but it doesn't take the nickel boron away. What are they cooking up there?
I don't smell anything.
I
yet.
do.
What does it smell like?
Food. So the vent is right there, and the kitchen is like over there. So the kitchen vents down, shared HVAC system into the gym, and then into here, and the gym is right there, and the bunker is right here, and the kitchen and living room is up. Yeah, I did it. I raised the roof. Everybody clicked away right then. That's what happened. I distracted myself with being a moron.
When
Anyway,
might you get orange battle lock grips for Taylor's Ridge and Piranha? I'd buy a set for each in a heartbeat.
orange.
Christopher.
Did you see the orange that we did that looks kind of like burnt pumpkin or slightly rotted pumpkins? Because there's so much glass in that material, they ended up muted, a little more pastel-y, whatever. But let's talk about that. Thank you for leading me into that. What I think we're going to do, Jacob had another great idea. It said, Jacob's an it now. Yetis are all its anyway. We don't really know. They're just kind of like a eunuch or something. I don't know. He's a weird guy. Why don't we do like a crowdfunding for the molds? I'm going to do it. So this week, one of my goals is to get that launched on Vinny suggested Baccarat. I don't know if they'll allow me to. I'm going to try that. If you guys are down for that, we're going to crowdfund the molds. So that will be EDC and Piranha. That'll be those 2 molds. It costs $20K to do a mold, and a mold I can fit 2 shapes on it. You know what I'm saying?
So 2 different knives.
2 different knives. The 2 next most popular are Piranha and EDC. We can, and then in exchange for that, what do you see in comment wise? Is this something people are going to want to do? Because if not, I hate to launch the thing and then people promise to donate all this money and then we get 3 weeks into it and we never hit our goal. That would be dumb.
There's not a ton of comments on it yet,
Which means
hell yeah,
not a great idea.
I'm down to crowdfund from I Am David. And then also I Am David said, member 5 for 5 months. Thank you. Packing up this weekend and making the move from Cali to Texas on Tuesday. See y'all at Blade Show. Anything special going to be on the table?
I think so. I think GP tools will make it to the table if we can get the sheaths knocked out. I'm going to have some surprise stuff like, whoa, I didn't think you guys were going to have any of these that are going to be there. So I think it's worth a come by. Anyway, I'm going to try to do some secrety, supery stuff. You never know. There will be prototypes of everything. So you'll get to see Dragonfly prototypes. You'll get to see DP2 Scouts. Hopefully I can get a set of grips made for the Cadet. And there may or may not be some of each of these things that some people that are there early can snag that no one knows about.
Swamp Hole EDC Gear member for 6 months. Thank you. When is the next brass deadbolt going to be?
Brass is coming really soon. They're done. I just got to get those. I'm going to sell through the titaniums first, and then we'll do I got brass and copper and 2 more colors in titanium. The bronze.
Says, I think to get people more interested, you could offer the grips with an exclusive blade during the funding.
I could. What the plan was, so that we don't lose a shit ton of money giving everybody a blade for an investment, is to give them a set of each in a limited one-time only color, which would be, you know, like a.
And Matt McCann said, so are we just helping to get the mold done in-house or mold in-house?
Yeah, because those molds cost a lot. We've done two molds, right? And at the rate that we have to do it, I have to commission it, and then I've got to order 1,000 sets of grips at 3 times as much as it would cost to pay the molds off. So if I don't order 1,000 combatants and 1,000 Nautilus grips, I'm not selling that many knives. And you know, I don't sell 1,000 of combatant adversaries a year, or 1,000 Nautilus in the Nautilus V3 or the original Nautilus in a year. So I'm not paying off a mold for, like, you know, maybe I'll do 500 of each of those knives a year. So it takes a minute to pay each one off. And then I got to pay it completely off and then commission the next, because we're cash based, right? And we run thin margins. That's why we're not in retail, because I'm trying to pass value on to you guys. So I don't have available cash to just drop down 20K at a time, in addition to buying steel first, prepaying for all the G10 and all the Kydex and all that stuff, and then recouping it when we sell stuff. I have a lot of capital in manufacturing wrapped up in screws, grips, Kydex, blades, machining, treat, nickel boron. So there's not a whole lot of extra left after payroll to just go chunk out 20 grand at a time. So my thought was, let's do 1 mold, see how it goes. You guys give as much as you want, or you can if you're into the EDC and Piranha. You'll get a set of grips each for those as a rewards for doing das. And then on to the next.
There was someone that
That's an
commented earlier, I don't remember who it was, but it was something about titanium is expensive to machine.
Yes, that's why. I mean, it is. It's expensive to buy. It's expensive to machine. The tooling, it's not like a fast process. It takes a long time.
And then Matthew McCann does molds for a block machine and concrete that makes concrete blocks for Lowe's. Molds start at 30,000.
Yeah. So
Jeremy said titanium grips would be somewhere from $100 to $200 a set. So people would have to really want them. Right.
So that's me buying them from Jeremy. I don't know if that includes material. You know what I'm saying? I see aluminum grips for like spider codes and stuff out there for 150, 200 bucks. Because I was like, all right, I know how much time is in this. I know how much material is in this. Do I do just material plus time times 3? This is what most people do in retail. You know, And does the market bear that? If my cost to machine and make these perfect, like anytime I make a change like pocketing or rounding this off or tweaking it, that, you know, the more you touch it with a tool, the more it goes up. It's like when you buy a chicken from the store. You buy a whole bag of freaking chicken wings, that bitch is expensive. But if you buy whole chickens and cut your chicken wings off yourself, it's a whole lot less. Anytime you touch anything with any kind of a tool, price goes up.
Murdoch's crew said, did I miss the updates on the Scouts?
We have not started shipping, but we do have the sheaths done. We do have the blades done. Grips, screws are done. We're shipping older stuff. I think we're finally done with some V3s. We're getting really, really close on the 007s.
And DP2s also.
DP2s haven't even dropped yet. So they are coming up. Their turn to ship is coming soon. So we're clearing out the older stuff, and then we'll start in on Scouts.
Did we get DP1 Kydex yet?
I don't know. I don't know.
Stilgar, I like that idea. I'm down for backing it.
I appreciate it. That's the only way I can think to do it, because we got a mold last year for the Combatant and the Nautilus. We haven't even paid it off with ordering enough grips yet, and they're not going to start a new mold until I pay that one off completely through orders. And then the year before that, we did Night Stalker and Agent, because Night Stalker and Agent, those are our two best sellers, and that covers 14 different blades. So that made a lot of sense to do it first. We paid those off quick. You got to think. Hawk, V3, Night Stalker CG, Reverse Tonto, Warncliffe, Night Guard. I think that's all on the Night Series grips.
What knife is that? Top right of the TKel sign with brown grips.
Oh, that's the Nautilus with those bronzy poo-poo color grips. It's a lot more rose looking than it looks in some other pictures, but that's the Nautilus. And I do have grips in this color, and I thought about doing a special run of Nautiluses once we ship all the others.
Which knives are on the EDC grip?
Okay, so EDC, you've got Raider, Striker, Taylor's Ridge, Guardian, Guardian 2.0, Warthog, and that's it, right? That's it.
You could grab a few off of there just so, for people that don't know. He must be new.
Okay. It is
started making my own grips.
Raider.
Made some extended Kirtley maple grips for my tailors.
Raider.
Nice.
Guardian 2.0.
Phil Kroll said that's the only way to get a mold done quickly. Otherwise, there's a long wait. Funding is a good plan.
Yeah. I think so. And it's just expensive. I don't have everything. There's a Striker, but they all have like extended grips or something else on them. So these are going to get aluminum. All right, let me just clear the table here. Let's just clear the air here, people.
What about the Cadet? Where are we at on those?
We're just waiting on grips to be done by Nick. No big deal.
Nautilus V3 update. We're
shipping those. I know we just got sheets for those in, so they be on the lookout for that. Bolo, if you guys didn't know, that's what that means. All right, I'm just putting stuff away. Just running around. Burning
Here,
off.
let me let them watch you put.
Burning off my coffee. Just doing some stuff. Here. Yeah, I kind of mumble when I do things. Put this away under my belly. That's where that goes. Okay. EDC. Raider, the first. Next knife in that series was Striker. Next knife in that series was Taylor's. No, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Taylor's, Striker, then Guardian 2.0. These all use the same grip. They have extended grips on them. In the middle of that was, oh wait, there's a Striker without a extended grip. I wish I had a Taylor's over there without one. I should know a guy. You guys know anybody that's got a Taylor's Ridge? This was in the middle. So like this. This I think is going to come back. We get enough requests for that guy. He's pretty rad. So, and I forgot a Warthog. Maybe I should not be so stupid. That's a pretty good plan. You're being quiet, lady. You're supposed to be.
Oh no, I'm super
Helping me.
interested in these knives. Sorry.
You're not
I'm just
helping me
looking
be.
at all the EDC knives like, man, that's so cool. I remember when you made all these.
Yeah, like this is
Hey Mark, welcome.
the order. There we go.
Look, people are loving the Tonto.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna re-release this because this was new, and nobody knows about it now. So all of these use the same grip, right? So it would be all of the EDC stuff.
Mark, that's the Taylor's Ridge, the old Taylor's Ridge with an extended grip.
Right. Piranha 2.0. Oh, look what I found. That's it on Piranha? There's only 2 knives? That doesn't seem right. Why would I choose to do that? Because I'm
One
expanding.
EDC?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't have one here. So, here's a Piranha grip. There. The Warn EDC is also on that. I've got a Tonto. Let me see. Look. So, yes. This would be absolutely magical in the
That would be
freaking
good in there.
1931, because then you've got that little hook to pull it out. That's the Eviscera that you guys hated.
Why can't we just drop some?
Because those were made in Taiwan. The samples were made in Taiwan. No, Vietnam.
You always get 2 places.
I don't.
mixed
Why
up.
do I get those two? You know what I'm saying?
Hi Tim and CW. I'm running a little late today. I hope everyone is having a great day so far.
I'm doing great. Nameless human. C-Dub didn't tell me.
So what's this giveaway called? LOL. Man, that would be a serious giveaway.
No, some of these are old
That's like
school
something
too.
like I would do.
This I'll never. That stays here. That's there. There are 2 Tontos from the original Tonto left in this entire world. That one and this one.
Phil Crawl said I'm in for an Eviscera. And Raymond said he would still take one too. Ryan Lewis, I'm sure China's tired of seeing me email asking for update on Night Stalker and suspenders, but can't wait to have my first TKel. I'll be ready at Blade Show this year.
Yeah.
I can check on it for you.
Yeah, she can check. That new Night Stalker is wicked. So, look, while we're doing it, while we're just talking about like extended grips and stuff, there are some others. So you guys are wanting me to do. I thought about
Kim Hendricks also said she'd love an Eviscera. So y'all want us to do like a little tiny run of those?
check this out, people.
And Nick Bonomo said, tell us about the white Tonto.
That's a Star Wars edition that I made for my son. I do have one of those. He just doesn't realize that I like him still. But this was made for him. So it's a Stormtrooper and some other Star Warsy symbols. Sorry. I've seen the
You know what that's
movies.
missing? Our jimping.
Right.
Jeremy needs to update that thing.
Well, we would probably maybe bring it more in line with the full
Yes.
swedge
Oh my gosh.
and add the drop jimping to it.
Yeah, people
You know,
would love that.
because this tip is thin. If we made it more of a, wouldn't it look better with a full swedge? I don't know. I know that I have some blanks of these that we could actually do a test run and add some jimping and stuff. But anyway, so that's why that's there. This is a Gen 1 without the sharpening tool, which is funny. Everybody used to tell me, you're an idiot. You don't have sharpening tools on your stuff. So we added it, and now people in the comments are like, that's FUD lore. You don't need a sharpening tool. I'm like, bitch, you have not sharpened 100 knives in a day to say some stupid stuff like that. Sorry, can't call people bitches. Or can you? So there's some blades that I wanted to do on, like, I just draw random things. Like, I was like, let me expand the combatant lineup. That's pretty cool, right? You've probably never seen that one, C-Dub.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm doing a giveaway. Oh. No, I haven't seen that.
Wicked, right? That guy's rad.
You're not supposed to show your drawings because then they get ripped off.
Right. Well, I mean, you saw it here first. I thought about
That
this one.
matters.
I thought about that one on the combatant. A little stubby. You know what I'm saying? I drew that 2 years ago, both of those. So I shouldn't show these, right? That's what you're
No,
telling me?
I'm just playing.
I was trying to find the stuff I was going to expand the.
Nick Bonomo said combatant and adversary spent some time in bed together.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Let's do a mystery giveaway, y'all. Mystery knife. Hashtag mystery.
I don't guess I went the right way on these. I was looking for all the ones I was going to want to do on the new Piranha grip.
Stuart said you draw well.
Thanks, man. I didn't know that until I started doing this. Yeah, I get some drawings from people like, I want to make a knife, and they send me stuff, and I'm like, dude, I don't know.
Ryder said, bring back the drop point nightshade, but thinner so it's slicey. It's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that would be good.
So look.
Wait, is it too much like the DP1 though? Or I guess not, because it's got the nightshade handle.
Yeah, it'd have the ring grip. So look, these are some that I wanted to add on the Piranha grips. Thought they were pretty
Yeah,
rad.
somebody just asked about the Piranha Tonto. Those look good.
The Piranha Tonto is the only one I think I want to do, because we have the Warn EDC, and then this looks like the Crane Cams or like Woody Woodpecker, so I didn't really like. This was kind of the predecessor
it might look better
to the Warn EDC, but I think this little micro Tonto is rad. And look what I drew a month later. The Eviscera. Yeah. And it turned out just like it.
Definitely do the Tonto.
Yeah, it's rad, right? I got a lot of cool stuff in here. A lot of neat stuff. I'm just standing here and look at my book with my drawings while you guys watch me look down and away from you. That would be totally cool with you. And then there's the Agent 006.
I liked all that stuff you showed.
Yeah. Like, look. There's this one I want to do too. The V3 on the Agent grip. Woo! That thing nasty as hell right there, man. It looks slicey on the paper. You know.
Dude, sell scale drawings of your knives.
Yeah, I guess I could.
I am like secretly over here like, oh no, people are going to make these in like 2 weeks.
Oh, they could. If they speak Mandarin, they sure as hell could.
Do you have any more larger knives like ops size from Will B?
I haven't. Really, the market for those is not that.
What about a Piranha sheep's foot from Matt McKay?
I mean, if the DP2 and the combatant version are good, I typically will do that, right? My first sheep's foot is I'm not carrying it today, the Scout. And you guys are like, wow, that thing's incredible. And then why don't you do that blade on the DP2? I typically will do that. If the blades are popular and you guys want them, I'll move them to all the other platforms. Now, I don't know about a ring grip sheep's foot, but.
Ops Taylor would use it as a kitchen knife from Hunter, and then somebody else said Ops Raider.
Oh, the Ops Raider. I've got a drawing of it. That thing is like, whew,
Is it in the book?
Somewhere. I thought people might be tired of me flipping through the book.
I thought it was interesting.
See, this was a blade that I made that was called the Patriot. One of my handmade blades before the company took off. And it's a high grind, thin, super thin red. This thing's been through it, right? But I thought merging this with the Agent grip would be the Agent Raider. And when I drew it out, it's a little too cramped. You know, when you're first just hand grinding and hand forging stuff out, you on paper or you draw, it looks great, and then it's a little crowded, but that would be
Patriot looks like a kitchen knife.
It was designed as a utility paring knife. Very good eye, whoever said that. So it was a utility pairing, which is kind of, you know, whatever. So that's why it's got that. And I just put a ricasso in it and made it into a regular knife because I didn't have the clearance to get to a cutting board. I used to make a ton of kitchen knives, a ton.
Mm-hmm.
But they just take so freaking long. So long.
Well, you could do some production ones. They wouldn't take as long.
Right. Jeremy and I started to do it. We did a few tests on some, and we just kind of, the EDC size stuff went away. I mean, people ask about bigger knives. The Sapper's a monster. The Mercenary was the original, and then the FMF, and then I've got a couple of sketches of bigger knives on that platform. I got a couple more knives sketched on the Ops platform. Problem is, CW's right. If I don't put all these into production, somebody's going to rip them off. But then we can just reference the video and say, I did this first. This was my idea to make my knife in this blade shape. And nobody will give a single flying shit.
Yeah, I love how people were commenting in Melissa's video that she did of the Night Stalker that we ripped off Montana Knife Company. We made that knife first.
I don't think they said anything back, right, when you said that?
Oh, I didn't say that. I saw somebody else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody else said. Yeah. But that's the thing. They're a bigger company, right? So when they decide, no, I'm not saying this is what happened. When a larger company sees a popularity of a smaller guy of a knife, it's very easy for anybody in that company to go, hey, we should make that. And they blast it out, and then it looks like everybody else ripped them off. When who cares about the little guy, right? And I'm like, hey, if somebody would like to do for me like they've done for some of these other companies that were mid-size, and be like, hey, I'll buy 49% of your company, and you can design it, and let's just make a shitload of knives. And I'd be like, man, that'd be a whole lot less stress.
Stephen Parks, them design will be on Temu in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 007, fake 007 is over somewhere, AliExpress or something.
Look, man, you know how annoying it is to see people do a review of the copy of the TKel 007? That's insane.
Barbarian Brawny, I feel like you know something I don't know. He said, I'm biting my tongue trying to not get mad about regarding MKC.
Oh, he knows he knows all that stuff. If there was stuff.
MKC is now advertising on Joe Rogan podcast. Of course they are.
Oh, they have done that forever.
Good for them.
Yeah.
TKel, Semper Fi. Bro, can't wait for my 004. Thank you for such fast comms from Sunbun Bradley.
Anyway, Semper Fidelis, shrimp or fried, deviled egg. You know what's funny? I got that from a recruiting office. I came back from boot camp. Of course, I wanted to oorah out my Mustang. Like, I wanted to put all the stickers, the old school gold foil and red ones that were awesome. I went and asked for that stuff, and the recruiter handed it to me, said shrimp or fries, deviled egg, and it offended me deeply because I was like, oh, how dare you?
Is that something they say?
How dare you? Well, it's kind of diminutive, right? But now, later on, when people say like Semper Gumby and stuff like that, you take it with, with a grain of salt. But when you're first out of boot camp, you're like, you walk down the street like this.
Mike Hauser, MKC is not a knife company. They're a marketing company.
They do a great job at it.
Marketing.
They do a great job at marketing. I got a couple of their knives. I got a couple.
I just and I'm not trying to badmouth anybody that does this, but I just don't feel comfortable because we do get approached by ad companies I don't feel comfortable paying for ads. That's just weird to me because I think everybody will know that we're doing that and think we're selling.
Yeah, it's disingenuous, right? And then sometimes I'll see stuff like that. I'm like, man, we need to advertise.
Yeah, it does kind of make you be like, well, maybe we should do that. But then I'm like, our people would just know we're paying for ads, and that's.
And then
weird.
Also, who the hell's gonna make them?
Yeah.
Jeremy's like a one-man band over there playing 86 instruments. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the hell's gonna do it? I approached Jeremy a long time ago. Like, hey man, you want to get some more employees? You want to blow this thing up? Do you want to be the head of a thing? I'm gonna try to get investors. And he goes, nah, dude. I left that high production shop and I was stressed out and I love what I'm doing now. I'm not signing on for that. I'm really, really glad he said that. At first, I was a little pissy about it, but then in retrospect, it really allows us to control quality.
Oh my gosh, MA, that's crazy. I didn't even realize that was Marketing Knife Company.
Montana.
No, it's the same acronym.
Oh.
Get it? Marketing Knife Company.
Hey, look, it works. They are building a $50 million production facility. And they've been I saw him on Forged in Fire. The first time he lost. And the second time. And that was right around, was I even making knives yet? I don't think so. I don't think I had started doing that. Actually, I must have been, because I had never
There's some
seen the
people on
show.
here saying they have some of their knives and like them. Like, we're not saying negative stuff about them. They're just good at marketing.
Yeah,
right?
we're talking
honey?
about their approach to manufacturing and marketing.
Yeah.
Somebody said oh, it came up because somebody said on somebody else's video that the Night Stalker
Yeah.
looks like a ripoff, and I'm a small guy, they're a big guy. They have the marketing arm and the ability to reach more people, so people think I copied it when I didn't. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a knife of theirs. So there it is. It's back there. It's green and black. Look, I got nothing against an American company, employing a whole bunch of American people, whatever. We don't do things that way. They do things that way. I don't not do things the way they do because I have some moral issue with it. I just don't have the effing money to spend millions of dollars on ads or build a $50 million building. It's just a different approach. But for us, it feels more personal. We wanted to build a community and a family so that CW and I could be the face of the company. So if we were to do like these big ads, thanks to Jeremy, we kind of slowed down. Like, let's make sure we control every little aspect of our thing, dial that in, replicate it if we want to in the future. And we're not to that point yet. We're not to the point where we have I'm always tweaking shit, for one, where I'm changing stuff all the time. So I'm not going to make 10,000 knives and then change it. Then you got to change the sheath and all that. So I don't know if I really, as much gray as I got this last year, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think CW wants me to make, I mean, my God, we did almost 30,000 knives last year with our small team. I can't fathom. I feel like I'd have to be too hands off. You know what I mean?
And Angus Neal said, "Have you noticed how similar their battle goat is to the Agent 04?" I haven't seen that knife. I've only seen the ring knife.
I will say that the goat, it is a Puko style blade, and that actually fits with Josh's design style as an outdoor enthusiast hunter. That's kind of the type of knives that he makes. It fits with their branding. And they basically took their existing, it's the goat, right? See that? Is it called the goat? Yeah, I think so.
Bound to Wonder. No, you can like your MKC. It's okay.
And they put it on their ring grip from their, whatever the other one was. So
Okay, let's give away.
They didn't copy that.
Good luck, folks.
004. That was a natural progression for them. They had that blade, they stuck it on their ring grip. But that is that Puko style blade. Yeah. They do bear some similarities.
Nick Bonomo. Yay. Congrats. You got a mystery knife.
Congratulations. Isn't it interesting how we have a natural progression of a conversation, and there's always that you feel like you got to be defensive. Like, no, I'm not saying that shit. We're talking about knife industry and how they grew, how we're growing, how we took this path and they took that path. And people are like, well, I love them. I'm like, love them. I don't dislove them. That's the word it should be. Dislove. Are you over there?
I'm just looking at this thing Hunter sent me.
Oh. Uh-oh. Drama?
No, I don't know what this is.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
What's this, Hunter?
I'm just going to stand here and drink this coffee. Maybe somebody will tell me what to talk about.
How many times is Nick going to win? LOL. Congrats. Has Nick won a bunch of times?
He won last week.
Nick Bonomo did? I don't think so.
Recently, anyway.
Whatevs. Okay.
Maybe he's lucky.
Did you go over all of the announcements for this week?
Probably not.
Did you do the gifts?
Yeah, but I did leave some gifts at the shop because in the sharpening box was gifts. So I did not do those. So I'll do them on the next live. But I will. I do know that Jacob and Vinny ate them all. That's what I do know. So If you're wondering why we haven't talked about your plantain chips, it's because Jacob and Vinny got to them before I did.
How are the Huntsman members looking?
I've not even looked at it. I have not even looked. Is that what you're being shown?
No, this is just something else.
Oh, okay. Is it of vital importance to the state?
Gabe Harlan, I'll win a knife eventually. Yeah, some people never have one and they enter every single week.
That's right. Like Nick. He's been entering and entering and entering and entering for a long time, and then bam, got it. Congratulations.
Wait, 500 for real, Hunter? What is the Huntsman members? Well, we did a poll on the site if we should bring back the Huntsman, and we had people enter. Did they enter their email or just how'd they do that?
Yeah, I wanted it done where they enter their email, and then we're going to filter the data for multiple entries. Now, I'm going to trust that people aren't doing like 7 or 8 different emails. If 500 people entered that thing, then we better get on it. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back kind of a thing.
What about lime green agent grips?
We did the run for the zombies, and there were only a handful for that particular project. And then I believe we sold the rest of the stock that we had on Whatnot as a limited by the grips. I don't think we have any of those anymore.
Are we going to have any deadbolts
Oh,
in
yeah.
Texas?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have some titanium deadbolts in Texas. I'm going to try to have the brass and copper ones in Texas. I'm going to have some blems of the bronze ones because we got a bunch of freaking blems out of this batch. But that's the nature of hand pouring stuff, right? So, yeah, I'm going to have some of those there.
Never won anything either, but that's not why I watch you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
I've never
you.
won anything either. I stand here all the time. I don't win anything.
Ron had a lot of luck on winning stuff.
Yeah.
Any plans for any new deadbolt designs?
Yeah, yep. I got some ideas. I got kicking some ideas around. Just got to get caught up on the current production of the existing one. And I really need that to catch on. I think it's a really cool thing. But if it's not, I mean, it is. They're selling okay. I think it's really cool. But if it takes off, then we'll be able to commission more projects. That's kind of how it works. So this was the first run or whatever.
You should expand the deadbolt line with a cigar cutter.
Man, I don't even have any clue how to make that thing.
And Barbarian Brawny said, I think you need to get data to make deadbolt beads.
Oh, dude, I said that to Jacob this week. I said, we need to do deadbolt beads. You should reach out. And he's like, I will. So he may have already reached out.
Do you have a Huntsman to show to let people know what what it's about?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
This is one that I use for laser pattern testing. So, when I first got my laser. So it looks ridiculous, but that's the Huntsman. And this is the old school pre-grenade tech. Actually, I used to sell the grips in bullet grips, smooth like a bullet, and grenade grips, bumpy like a grenade. But the bullet grips never sold. So not only is this a...
Y'all really love it as much as you say. Are you really part of this Huntsman crew? Choo-choo train.
So it's on, or you just...
Or is this just some fad?
Yeah. So anyway, this
I
is
really
like a
like
laser testing model. I didn't realize that this was the last one. I mean, it's rusted and
They would so buy that.
like
though.
Spartan helmets and a weird disproportionate no step on snake thing. This is 1095, no sharpening choils, water jet
Oh, let
profile.
me take this comment off so they can see it good.
Still showing. Well, I thought you were saying you need to kick somebody off because of their comments.
Nope.
But, you know, it doesn't have the ring sharpening.
Really, Hunter? He said, I've seen multiple other makers recently dropping smaller cleaver blades similar to it.
Ugh.
Honey.
Of course. Well, TKel can't do them fast enough, so I watch his lives every week, and he's an inspiration to me. Man, we had a guy, his name was Tom, that did this like twit and flipping, and I was like, man, you're awesome. I'm going to publish your thing. And then he acted like he loved us, and then I don't know if it was because of that or not, but he quit talking to me after that. So maybe he was embarrassed. You know what I'm talking about?
Probably just a coincidence. Huh?
Kawinky dink? I don't think so. But he was like, first person I ever seen manipulate a ring knife like that. It was so incredibly cool. Yeah?
If you have extra coffee, does it not make you crash, Barbarian Brawny? I can't drink like that much coffee.
Yeah, if I drink like, this is what's going to happen. I'll cut the live, I'll go upstairs, I'll shove some food in my face, and I will pass the F out for about an hour. I mean, like, the hordes could probably attack.
Nick said, is that still up on the website? The Huntsman stuff.
I don't know. I can look. Should be.
And people are saying, run it, they'd buy it.
I can't. It's the last one in existence anywhere. I do not have any more of those. I got to keep it. You know?
Do you sharpen the backside of the Ops Tonto?
No, because it's thick. And if you were to sharpen that, because it's designed as a piercer, look how much material you'd have to take out. So to take all of that material out, you'd be grinding all of the stability that you get from this diamond, and you grind it away, and then that tip would be really, really brittle.
This Shrunch said, don't make me send you more postcards with $9.99.
Listen, man. Our youngest every Sunday comes down here and plays with the singing cards, and the battery is dying. What I did was, because I'm smart, I snipped the wire, peeled the wires back, and I taught her, touch the two wires together and she can hear the songs. And she's like, can we buy more of them when the battery's out? I was like, no, we cannot.
You can't invade countries without Pantera and black coffee rolling hard.
Pantera, man. The angry and the angry. I have told so many people that the efficacy of the Marine Corps circa late 90s up to the mid 2000s ran off of black coffee and hate. That's what you do. Like, here's what you do. If you want to take over a small country, you give Marines a shitload of black coffee and you take away their cigarettes. Smoking lights out. We will, I mean, look, go forth and do. That's all it takes. Is one platoon sergeant to be, all right, that's it. You guys are gaffing off, smoking lights out. About 24 hours later, you give them a shitload of 5.56 ammo. Go forth and do. M8551s. Let's rock. I don't care. You tell them there's a carton of Marlboro lights on the other side. That's it, man. You better get the hell out of the way. Behind the objective is a carton of cigarettes for each of you. You better get out of the way, man.
Do you fight each other, though, because you're also angry?
Oh, yeah, but that's part of it. You know what I used to say back in the 90s Marine Corps? Take it to the wood line, boys, which means don't be fighting each other in front of anybody and get in trouble by the command group. Go over there, box it out in the wood line. Get the testosterone out. Get your fiending out. What happened? What happened to these two Marines? I don't know. So I think they both tripped and fell and hit their eye on the stove in the CP tent simultaneously. That's what happened.
We got a couple questions about collabs, if we're going to do anything else with Tomas, and if we're working with Frogman anymore.
Frogman on his own said he want to branch out on his own. So I don't think so. I things were going well. I mean, he had some good ideas that he brought to the table, or he would say, I want this, and I designed the blade. He's like, I love it. Let's put my name on it. Let's rock. And he decided he wanted to start his own knife company. So I don't think so. I mean, there's some very similar naming conventions that they're using, but we never had the conversation of, you can't do that because I have something named the same. I just like, whatever. We were friends, still are. You know, do what you want to do. So I don't think so, unless he gives up on making knives himself. We need to produce more 007s before we think about a secondary project with Tomas.
There was talks of doing a 007 folder, but...
Yeah, he actually asked me about updates on that the other day. Vance will be the dude doing that if we do that, the agent series folders. But his machine shop took so long to get online that we're behind on the first folder. So I don't want to commit too far down the road because people want the sheep's foot folder and we got to do another, we got to finish up the current folder. But that's the next out of Vance's shop. And then we're going to explore expanding this line into 3 more blades, or if we want to start the agent series.
And they were talking about quitting cigarettes and stuff, and Barbarian Brownie said if Copenhagen was his vice. But
Oh, yeah.
2 years free of that.
Tell them about it,
Tim
C-Dub.
was a peach skull.
Actually, it was Copenhagen for most of my life. And then I switched to peach skull because the Copenhagen, according to my wife, made my breath smell like ass and crackers. So I was a can a day. And she told me to quit. And I always told her, I'll quit if you ask me to quit. I switched from smoking to dip because in a foxhole, you can't be smoking cigarettes. So everybody switched to dip. Or if smoking lights went out, you could still have a dip in. And then by the time I quit, I would put a dip in post-dinner, leave it in. I never spit. I was swallowing. We're talking about swallowing Copenhagen. All the time, never spit anymore. I would go to sleep with it in, wake up, take it out, be the most angry human that you've ever met in your entire life, inhale my food, be a jackass to my entire family, stick one in. And she's like, all right, this is really affecting your personality. I want you to quit. I remember we were walking at our old house in Flo Villa. Remember this, C-Dub? And we were on the other side of the horseshoe. And she told me, I want you to quit. And I did. And I almost lost every person I've ever known, almost lost my job, almost got beat up by the biggest dude that worked at Tilford Yard on the railroad. I threw a freaking hammer at this dude, and he was easily 3 times my size. I did.
And then you told him that you were quitting, and he was like, man, why didn't you tell me?
That's right. Everybody said that. Like, why didn't you tell me you would quit? I mean, I gained his respect because he took a tool out of my hand. And I don't like that. I'm very capable with tools. The railroad's a bunch of gruff ass dudes anyway. So took the tool out of my hands and I snatched his shit back. And then he said, I'll beat you up, little fella. Actually, it was a lot more cuss words than that. And I pushed and he pushed and I threw the hammer at his face and he barely dodged it. And he went over, picked it up and threw the shit back at my face. And everybody else like pulled us apart. And I was trying to kill him, and he was surprised that this little dude, the pocket size to him, would try to beat him up.
Tim is like quick reflex. Like if you were to go up and just hit him or do something quick, he's already hit you back.
You
can think. Like what was it? The other dude, the guy that like didn't he kick your feet off the desk or something?
Oh.
Basically, you can't do something to Tim without expecting something quick
this
back.
Tilford Yard used to be a big rail yard in Atlanta. And, it's you tough dudes on the railroad. But Sarge, another guy on our crew, put me down the rail, and I'm kicking, screaming, other dudes yelling. And then it's like, what's your problem, man? You're usually a lot more easy going. I'm like, I'm effing quitting dip. And they're like, you better tell somebody. And they were all cool with it. It was crazy. But no, another time in Tilford, I had my feet up on the desk and our manager walked over and slapped my feet off the desk and said, get your feet off the desk, Marine. And I'm like, one, he was in the Navy. So you just look, you don't do that shit. You just, you don't do that. And I was off the desk, actually out of my chair, armbar throat, fitting to kill our manager, which should have got me fired.
Are you serious? Quitting smoking wasn't as hard as sodas? I can't believe that.
Man, I mean, I don't know. Maybe caffeine is really strong.
Tonto folder would be awesome.
Yeah, it's in
Super FLN, no ring. I'm just reading comments about knives since we're off.
The FLN originally was designed with and without a ring. And I always thought that we should do that.
No, Tim wasn't a wrestler. He was baseball.
Yep. I played the baseball, but I did martial arts most of my entire life. So.
Tim has cat reflexes. Yes.
I do. I got super sharp reflex. Man, look, just the other
He
day.
has a quick retort too. So
Which is why
don't say something to him if you don't want it back.
this is why we got injured doors and stuff in our house. Because I should say something nice back, and I don't say things nice back, and then certain times of the month we go at it. It's much more rare than it used to be, but it's the truth. We're driving down the road going to pick up pallets to ship the displays on for the next show. And here we are. I'm pulling the trailer in the truck, and we're going, and I see out of the corner of my eye, this car comes flying back out of this driveway, and I didn't even have time. I just said, shit, and whipped it back in, and that car missed us by literally inches. I don't know how they didn't hit the trailer. And C-Dub's like, I'm so thankful for your reflexes. Stuff like that. I just happen to react quickly, which is bad for human interaction, but good for not getting your teeth knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Tactical Tavern is here.
Is this, what is this, a whatnot? What
Cue the applause.
What do they call those things? A raid? Raid of one, party of one, Tactical
Stoked
Tavern.
to see you guys at Blade Show, Texas.
Yeah, if we make it, right?
Me too,
It's a
Tomas.
long
People
walk.
are just asking if we were doing more collabs with you.
Maybe that's why, maybe it was him, his proxy. It was his sister. She was like, you gonna do any more collabs? And then what I said was, what I had said was that we got to make more 007s before we talk about doing a collab. But then we did discuss the folder, which is coming at a time, an undetermined time in the future. That's pretty much it.
I am David said, oh, hold on. Since the rest of the folders are being assembled soon, update on Sheep's Foot Kickstarter.
Okay, with Kickstarter, I've got to get all of the current Kickstarter folders out the door, and then the customers, there's a finite amount of time. I think it's 2 weeks before we can launch the next one. It's built. Vance is already making the frames for those since it uses the same frame. So, and I think that because the Kickstarter funded in like 2 days instead of 30, we're only going to do 7. So, since you guys already saw at the beginning, you can just drop these out. You know what I mean? Drop the blade and put this blade straight in. Just single screw, about 10 seconds. Everything stays self-contained. So those of you that don't know, that's what they're asking about. So we're going to do sheep's feet next. Before that happens, I'm going to have like 50 of this one that will hit the website. So being that we're going to try to ship all of these in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to see if I can't get all the folders shipped to everybody, including the carbon fiber limited edition ones from we got about 50 left to ship. We already did the first batch shipping. And then if I can get those shipped, I got two goals here. I want to get those and the remaining 007 shipped. And if I can do it, I'm going to try to see if I can't have some of both of those at Blade, Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Run the EDC Piranha Fund first from I Am David.
Yes, that's the one because our mold guy, they're in Florida. They've already got all the geometry. They're just waiting to go boop and hit the button. So that would be the next one. So we're talking about doing a Baccarat for that mold for the EDC Piranha, and then move on. And then we're going to launch on Kickstarter the other sheep's foot. And I like doing it this way since we're a cash-based company and we lost so much dollars with that machine shop that
See You in Tennessee. Oh, sorry.
we can push them over.
See You in Tennessee said, are those folders you open the show the half wave of the original Kickstarter?
Yes. Yep. Yep. The box that I showed at the beginning of all the parts to assemble everything, blades, all that, that's the second half. So that will complete the Kickstarter. I really, really, really want to get those shipped by the time we pull out for Texas. And look here, man. I don't know if y'all noticed gas prices are up 80 cents a gallon. If this crap keeps continuing, we're going to have to do a freaking Kickstarter to drive to Texas. You know what's going to cost to pull a trailer out there and feed these animals that I call my wife and children?
Are you still planning on making a Warncliffe blade for the folders?
Yes, that'll be the third blade. It'll be the third one. unless we pushed it. We flip-flopped them because it's going to be combatant was the first knife, adversary was the second knife, then we're going to do the sheep's foot. But everybody's like, no,
Thanks, Josh.
we want the sheep's feet
Hey,
first.
Pete's sake's on, honey.
Hello, Pete of Sake. He did text me a while back, and then I am terrible and did not text him back. But it wasn't intentional. It was, let me type 3 words, think I sent it, and then not.
Oh, I didn't see it, David. I'm sorry. Sorry. Y'all, I don't always see everything. Feel free to remind me.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get mad at me. I don't see
Yeah,
it.
we got a notation this week that somebody unsubscribed because their voice was not being heard on the Sunday live broadcast. And I'm like, dude, sometimes there's almost 500 people. You don't always see it. The screen is this big and it's like scrolling. Don't get your whole entire ass hurt.
Well, also, if I answer everybody, sometimes people say it's like too many interruptions. So
Exactly. Yeah, but I don't.
okay, I am David. $20 snacks for the road trip to Texas. See y'all during Early Bird on Friday. Also, Panther food for Frank. Make sure to hit up Hard 8 Barbecue while you're there. 15 minutes from the convention center.
Hey, remember that because it's Texas and it's barbecue. You kind of have to. Man, we're getting down to the wire. I got to make sure all my display stuff fits in that trailer. Here's the problem. The trailer has TKel knives, huge white and red letters on it. We're going to have people are going to be stalking us driving across the United States. I'll make Jacob do it. I'm going to send a proxy.
Any updates on the 001s?
Oh, they're shipping. We're doing the Robin style thing. Like we talked about
A lot of
earlier.
people are saying the gas is over $4 where they are.
Ooh, last night when we went out, it was $3.12 and it was $2.47 7 days ago, 8 days ago.
Any special Blade Texas only limited editions planned?
I got one that I'm trying to do TBD. Along that line, I don't know if Tomas is still on here. He's going to come to the shop and help me build stuff and ship it. It's not true.
$7 in California. Wow. Honk when you drive through Tuscaloosa from Sharp Southerner.
Tea
We'll
time.
just pick you up on the way through.
Yeah, but dude, do you know that this room used to be orange and blue? Are you picking up what I'm laying down?
Oh, I just thought of something we could do. Let's give away a DP1 in honor of my dad's birthday.
Hey, that's a great idea. I got some.
Yeah. Hashtag DP1. I'll still put it up on the screen.
That's really cool. Have you done knife giveaways yet today?
I just gave away a mystery.
Was that the one, the Bonomo one that some people got their feathers ruffled over?
Yeah.
Is that annoying? I hear this in the background when I talk to knife people all the time. Like when I talk to Vance or if I'm on the phone
Look,
with
if you talk to
Jared.
Jared on the phone, it's 90 miles an
all
hour
you hear.
flicking of the knife.
But he keeps up, man. I don't know how he does it, but that dude, he keeps up. That's an energetic dude. Yes. Now I smell a new smell. What are they doing to me up there?
Cooking stuff.
I know they are cooking stuff. But yeah. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to do the Baccarat fundraising.
You have a DP1 for people that don't know. I'm sure everybody
Oh,
knows what it looks like, but
I'll do orange and then
Or
here's my
for any
personal.
newbies,
Here's my personal. The DP1 Delta Papa stands for Donald Pace. Today's his birthday. This is the high shine version and this is a regular. It looks tiny, but everybody that's got one notates that it has a very, very secure grip. And if you look, I kind of teardropped the cutouts in this so that it pulls it into your hand. It's a very, very secure grip for such a small blade. So that's the DP1. That's what she's giving away. This is my personal with hand-turned brass screws.
Casey, we know that's not true.
I missed something.
He said I'm a newbie.
But then we'll talk about what we want to do as a special release
Umberto,
at Blade
finally
Show.
getting the adversary video up tomorrow.
I hope to release these at the Blade Show. I will release half at Blade Show and half to the TKellians and the rest of the world. So that's fair. If you TKellians can't make it to the show, you at least need to be able to buy one. All I'm doing is waiting on enough sheaths to release it. Look at that thing. So here's the DP1 and then DP2.
Hey, Umberto, have you seen the extended grip now that we need to get one to Dante.
Yeah.
Show that one again.
The adversary.
Yeah.
Here's the
What
adversary
did I say?
with the new. You did. I just got distracted because I'm dumb. So this is the adversary with the new aluminum extended grip. Completely changes that knife, and that thing moves quick. It's super fast, and in Pika style, it really locks in. If you guys have seen Dante's videos, that's what he was saying in the 001. Pika style. I say it all the time, but incredible. That's it on the adversary. That's it on the combatant. Same grip platform.
Do we have any DPs in darker finish?
Yes, we do.
And thanks for everybody wishing my dad a happy birthday. We appreciate it.
Yeah, he deserved a happy birthday.
And my mom said thank you to everybody.
So yeah, in honor. So look, there's his name on there. You see it? On every knife.
Yeah, Michael, they're coming soon.
What?
He said he needed those for his adversary, the extended grips.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to get a really good timeline. It really depends on material, because Jeremy is an animal, man. That dude can machine the hell out of aluminum super fast. Like
Mark Kane, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Dessert for Pop's birthday, $99.99. You see that, Mom? Gotta get Daddy some donuts.
yeah.
Well, not always, but sometimes we stop by the donut place on the way down there because he can't leave home, so he likes to have those sometimes.
Yeah, you got to do stuff for people you love.
Yes,
we love
Katie
him,
is
so.
my mom.
Correct. Mine too. But, you know, I adopted them. They adopted me
Thanks, Mark.
later in life. It's for the donuts, bro. We'll make sure that's a lot.
That is a lot of donuts.
I was thinking about that.
You have to add some. He likes Chinese food too.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do Chinese food.
We did go see him this week.
We did.
Yes, honey.
I'm sorry. I'm Tim and Pete.
Dragonfly release date?
Don't know. We'll talk about it. Mine happened to be laying on the table earlier because I literally was using it to some optics and actually put a Surefire Turbo on my 300 Blackout, and then had to prise my suppressor off because it got carbon locked. But this is the version I like. I like the red on black. That's the Dragonfly in its entirety. They're done. I'm just waiting on the sheath, and the sheath is most likely going to be a collab with a third party. So that's what I'm waiting on. So that's it. The Dragonfly is rad.
Hunter said best version in my opinion.
I like I like the black on red. Looks really good. And we tried our best to get it like a blood red, not like a super bright. But you guys understand, Jeremy made these aluminum grips, and they're very, very, very grippy. Not sharp grippy. They're just shockingly grippy.
And Gomez said sell without sheath, question mark?
That was actually the original plan. The plan was we'll either sell it with a leather or you guys just buy it like this. But then the potential collaborator was like, hold on, I got an idea. And what they have shown me so far is rad. So good.
A lot of people are saying sell it without the sheath.
We might. Depends
Bringing
on
any Dragonflies to Texas. Wink, wink from Gus. Can I trade you legal tender for one of those from Phil Billy?
I don't know what you're talking about with Texas. There may or may not have been a conversation.
Any chance of adding a clip to that instead of a sheath? I love that need too, at least from Mark Kane.
So that's the plan also, is I have the clip designed that sits under the screw and is held down into that countersink pocket, and adds a clip.
Sell the sheaths separately, honey. You could do that.
Yeah, that was the plan. That was the original plan. I thought that they were out, and then come to find out the dude that makes the decisions was not looped in. And then when the dude that makes the decisions ran into a TKellian at a training class, whoever you are, you know who you are, they both happen to have TS-87s on them. One of them wearing a t-shirt, the other one's like, man, I use this TS-87 all the time.
Can I say this person's an operator?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really an honor because of all the, I mean, lots of honorable things that this guy has done,
Yeah.
that he's carrying that.
Yeah.
And for any of y'all that are doing that, we really appreciate
Yes.
it. And it's a big honor.
So whomever you are, they had a cool little conversation, and then dude goes, have you seen the little one that they're releasing? And they pulled up the live where I was talking about the finished ones, and then this guy's like, what in the world? So
All right, let's give away the DP1.
back into their hands.
Good luck, folks.
You know what we need to give away?
What?
Snacks for this fat kid on camera.
You didn't eat a big enough breakfast.
I ate a massive breakfast.
It's just
Apparently-
hungry. Brian White, congrats.
Apparently it didn't matter.
Brian White, you won a DP1.
Not Nick Bonomo. Congratulations, Brian.
And you'll love it. DP1 is a great blade.
It's been a lot of people EDC favorite blade. It's one of mine too. Absolutely. And it was Donald Pace's on his birthday. It was his favorite. That's why we made it. Go read the backstory on it too. It's really cool. It was his favorite knife. And we did it in honor of him. And today's his birthday.
How do
he's
we
watching.
add hours to Tim's day? We need to clone him.
Look, I drink, well, on Sundays, I drink 2 cups of coffee. But every other day, before 5 a.m., I have, well, it's a cup and then this much in the next one. So what is that? A cup and a quarter? Cup and, I don't know, of coffee. And I am still hyper when I get excited about stuff throughout the day. And then people put stupid comments like, this dude's on cocaine. And I'm like, no, I'm not. My eyes.
What's the
pupils are-
overall length on that dragon?
6 7/8. Why, you ask? Well, I'll tell you why, because a 7-inch screwdriver is what's legal by the TSA to take on an aeroplane. Not saying that this is legal, but that's the goal, to make it legal. I don't know the process. I would like to get it on the approved list, because if I get it on the approved list of tools that can fly, I'm literally going to laser on the freaking thing. TSA approved and the approval number.
Jeremy said, tell Tim he still has an hour left. He hasn't changed the time on his clocks yet.
Yeah, I got screwed up by that freaking time change. Jumped out of bed looking at my watch. Went and looked at the stove
Sorry,
and it said
Brandon.
3:30. But it wasn't an alarm clock. My body does it at once. I don't really know, guys. Did I talk about everything we were supposed to? Probably not.
I think so.
That'd be cool. You gave away the purple
A
thing.
lot of people saying they'd be fine with no sheath.
Me too. You know why? Because on my thing. Look, this is my drop leg. Because if I'm wearing civvies, I just take this paddle. Let me just talk about some stuff that's completely irrelevant that nobody cares about. So I'll take the paddle. Lord. Like if I'm wearing like blue jeans or whatever, I'll just drop the paddle and hook my thigh holster to it if I just want to run to the range real quick. But if I'm my battle belt, I have a Safariland receiver and I click this in. And then of course, because it's Safariland, you can put any freaking holster on here you want. But this is I forget who makes this.
Oh, Matt McCann asked if you can show the Piranha in the wallet. He's thinking about getting one.
Okay, yeah, in just a second, absolutely. So that's my thigh holster. Then I've got the ELS that clicks in here. But on my other ELS, I keep this. I just keep a leather sheath, and that's miscellaneous. I can drop another knife in it. I can drop a screwdriver in this thing. I can put whatever the hell I want in there. Another flashlight. But see, it's got the little ELS. That's the small locking thing. For those of you that have Safariland stuff, I don't know if you realize, but that little micro stuff fits on all their stuff. Look. So that's how I rock it.
Jason Small wants the 006, honey. And he also said, what knife do you carry when it's go time?
So that is contingent upon what I think. If you look on my drop leg, that's a mercenary, because that was the first one I designed as a more battle forward seer style. So on my drop leg, I've got the Mercenary, but I keep tucked away in the vest of 001 because it's coming and going, right? It's behind a magwell, and I can get to it. I can hook it, and that thing is, you know, if I'm hemmed up and tight, the 001, on the front of my belt, I usually have Raider, Scout, Combatant, something small that I can get to here. I got an FMF on that, on that kit.
Jeremy said, I keep my TS-87 on my workbench. Sometimes it gets put in my toolbox, but it doesn't stay long because it gets used so much.
You guys don't understand.
Same for you.
Yes, not an exaggeration.
Do you think your Dragonfly is going to replace that, or you think they work hand in hand?
I actually use them for both. So like, oh, I almost did something dumb and picked up one of my rifles. A lot of gas blocks, when you put a handguard that you can slide a suppressor into the handguard, so it's a tuck away, you can't get to your gas block. So that TS-87 has got that extra reach. You can click, click. And sometimes you need a longer handle. And sometimes you need that more torque or a thicker. I use them both interchangeably, to be honest. I really do.
What's the veto pouch, Joshua? He said, I would love you to show your veto pouch someday. Is that a typo?
Maybe it's an acronym that I don't know.
Pouch.
Somebody else asked me another question that I was going to answer, but I totally forgot.
Piranha in the leather.
That's it. Piranha. I got both of those. Look. This looks like it has a little bit different footprint than the other.
Let's see, Knife Monkey. Tim, we're going to keep Southeast safe if they try to do anything here.
Oh, look. You know.
Tool bag. Your tool bag.
Oh, for my range kit?
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rad. I mean,
it's in the tool pouch I think someone gave him from Chad. Veto tool bag.
Oh,
is that
yes.
the one Raymond gave you?
Look, it's right here. You know why it's here? Because I was working on my firearms. Most of the stuff that I need is in this, but we only have like 3 minutes. Maybe we should do that. Because that bag has most everything, and then between that and my little, this is my range case, all kind of crap in there. Shot timers and all my suppressor tools, and then my fix-it sticks and range finders and ear pro and batteries, suppressor parts, all kind of cool guy stickers. But yeah, I'll go through it. So here's the Piranha. So it's bottoming out here. It doesn't have as much leather as I technically would love. However, I think with,
hold it up a little bit.
If it's full of stuff, it probably hold it. And that's what Ryan, right?
Yeah, I think Ryan said he uses it.
So it must be working fine for him.
1931 says, I have a Piranha arriving tomorrow. Who's going to work on a Piranha specific sheath wallet too.
It's going to be tight real estate wise. But what a cool design, man. I love it. It's really cool.
I think we're about out of time. Should I end it with one more giveaway, or are we outies?
Look, man, you know what you're going to do. Since you
Joshua
said that.
Mazer, maybe make a video on the Tool Much essentials. Tool pouch, I guess, essentials.
I've got it narrowed down to where I can work on most anything with that tool pouch, that box, and these freaking, it's funny, these Klein kits. For real. I mean, I think between these 3 Klein kits, I've got every screwdriver size, every ratchet size in metric and standard, all the way.
003, y'all. Y'all want an Agent 003?
Man, that's a great knife. All the way up to
11
1 inch.
days. Whoa. 11 days till Blade Show?
All the way up to 1 inch. If you guys haven't seen these Kleins, they're freaking rad. This is 4 sockets in one, and they're impact rated.
All right, one more giveaway before we jump off.
And I actually used this yesterday to take the end cap off of my CGS Hyperion suppressor because it's titanium and that shit was on there. Carbon lock. These forearms can get those loose.
I want to be on Tim's team. Pick me.
Hey, man, look. I like playing warrior. That's why you guys have seen me from the videos 5 years ago to the video today, because I just felt like I was not going to be able to defend my family like I needed to. And that's a personal choice for me. So I do love running around, wearing all my stuff, playing pew-pews, and picking up heavy things and jumping over shit, cutting things like a maniac.
Okay, just a reminder, I had Tim put some regular adversaries in stock because we about sold out of the special run. I think there's a handful of the high shine left.
Yeah, there were less than 20, I think 15 this morning. None of these, the apocalyptic ones, none of those. It's weird. Some drops apocalyptic sales first. Some drops high shine sell first. But we did these as a buy now, ship now. So these are going to be out of here in 1 to 2 weeks. Probably sooner than that.
And then we added some extended grips. The old style, not the new one.
When you see Dante's video.
Yeah, so tomorrow at 11, I've got that releasing. I'll give you a few days, but I'm going to do a giveaway for an adversary on there. Just, all you have to do is comment. I'll put the rules below the video.
And then, I mean, this is a high shine adversary on the new grip. So these are going to be releasing. I hope we can release these for pre-order shipping within a few weeks. Any day now. And you add this to this, and it's a black grip. And I need to know what colors. It's incredible on the combatant as well. We're going to need blades that fit this profile or this handle platform in stock, because it's really, truly going to change the game. I carry mine small like this because it's compact. And see, you get your pinky wrap, and I did that so that this can stay small on your waistline. But this thing, when you get that hard forward press, look at that. You get that lock up here, 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 through here. Nobody's taking that from you. You know what I mean? Like, you can, it's nasty, man. That people overlook this blade. But the drop in the spine, and I think it looks cool. But, so we had a bunch that we were going to release later in the year, but I think the video and then the new extended grip is going to renew their popularity. But I carry this a lot, especially now that it's in apocalyptic.
All right, did I give y'all enough time to enter? Ryder said, I really want non-extended aluminum grips for the adversary.
Non-extended aluminums? That's easy. We're going to start running a lot of stuff in aluminum, because we can get aluminum a lot faster than we can get hardenable steel. And you guys love the knives. I mean, if we can pocket and make them lighter, they're going to be kind of
Yeah, the adversary is like, if you want a compact self-defense knife plus perfect EDC, it's just right there.
Yeah, and the reason it's EDC, the tip, do I need to go to the other screen?
You can if you want.
All right.
I'm about to give this away, but you can show me.
Okay, I'll show you real quick. All right, so see this swedge? This adds stability to the blade, lightens it up, but then we stop it right there. It's hard to tell. Yeah, you can see it there. So see how the swedge stops here? That makes that tip a diamond-shaped tip, which is crazy that you can get really good piercing ability out of a Warncliffe, because typically these tips are very brittle. But I don't know if you guys saw it, that's a year or so ago, Melissa did a video, and she had one of those ballistic skulls.
I should share that again.
And she was freaking stabbing it through the skull, and people were like, that's going to break the tip. And they thought that she had cut away. It did not break the tip. And even she was surprised. But it's just a...
Finger loops are great for EDC. I think people sleep on how much warm blood can affect your grip.
You got it.
Well, and the battle lock helps a lot.
The battle lock is, if you guys don't know, this texture...
Because everybody, you know, encounters warm blood all the time.
Deer hunters But if you guys don't know this, look, watch. Okay, so here's the grip.
Night Stalker for me on ringed.
Here's the grip. Watch this. I'm gonna rub it with my thumb. Do you see that? That's my dead skin from my thumb. That's how grippy these things are.
Barbarian Bronny, they'd probably send you one. I think these companies just send them free to influencers.
What?
You got like a good following now.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, he said he wanted one to do videos like that.
Oh yeah, I would totally reach out.
Contact them. That you never know.
I know the one in Atlanta, close to here. They work with people. They sure do. I know they were supposed to be working with one of our collaborators. I don't know whatever happened to that. 2 of them actually. But adversary is aptly named.
TKel exfoliating grips.
They're cool. And what I'll do is,
honey, it's not a knife. It's a skin exfoliator.
That's right. It's use the loofah. It exfoliates. Look.
What's that from?
I don't remember. Something from the 90s, I'm sure. They just get stuck in my head. I don't know. But some people are like, it's too grippy. It grabs onto my shirt. 400 grit sandpaper just knocked the tops off. I wanted them very, very grippy, but they're not going to cut you. But they certainly pull in. Cold, hot, whatever. It's good. But it's like you would do on your Smith & Wesson, like the M&P. I'm pointing from far away. SIG, they use the same texture. Some of the SIG Pro stuff.
Michael Elliott said the adversary makes my Filipino blood flow.
You know why? Hard forward press. Lock that thumb out. Get that alignment. This is like stone. If you go through there and you get that forward press on that blade. And then that blade is further out than the rest of yourself. Warnies are absolutely nasty.
And that thumb, whatever you call that.
That drop away. I don't know what. But look, if you're looking at TKel, the new grip works great because it grabs there on your meats. Won't focus, but whatever. You get the idea.
All right, let's give away the 003.
Sorry. All the guys in the shop are like, man, that's a pretty good EDC blade. And I'll grab it and I'm instantly like, man, this thing is fast. And they're like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. What I don't know.
William Treadway 9574. Congratulations, you won the 003, Agent 003.
You go, man.
I didn't even show it, but
you want me to?
You know what it is.
Here's the 3.
Congrats.
I carry this thing a lot. This is, somebody asked me, I don't know, I might grab this because it's really good piercer. But you guys kind of understand my psychotic brain, where it instantly goes to. If I'm going to grab you, I want to have the grip strength to grab you.
First knife win. And look, y'all, he's on here like all the time. So it just goes to show.
Yes.
Keep trying. You never know.
He did it. You bought it. You did it. I think
and Gus said, when are the extended grips going to be available for purchase?
That depends on material, because I think Jeremy's ready to start cranking those out. I think we had to make a couple little tweaks, but it's nothing that I've got to test. I think we're past the point where we need to test anything with them. It's just going to be how quickly can we get material, and he starts putting spindles and tools to the aluminum. I would like to have them available this week, but I don't know. I'm a pretty busy dude. CW's job this week is to get me to do the baccarat for the molds for the EDC piranhas and to get the freaking material and the steel and things for the future of the company.
All right, thanks, y'all. Well, I think we'll see y'all next week. We won't be here for Blade Show Texas Sunday, though.
Right. Hey, guys, be safe. Fill up your gas tanks when they get below half, because that shit's going to get real expensive. Bye.
Bye.